I'm Mark Burns, and today we're going inside the Grove with H. Bredemeier, founder of H&H Jewels. Before H&H Jewels became a Coconut Grove staple, it began with a passion for jewelry and a young entrepreneur willing to take a chance. 41 years later, his shop on Main Highway remains one of the Grove's most enduring businesses. In this episode, we talk about creativity, entrepreneurship, and the stories behind the jewels that have been a part of this community for decades. Discover the story behind the sparkle, right now on Inside the Grove. Well, welcome to Inside the Grove. I have our next guest here, H. Bredemeier from H&H Jewelers, a longtime Grove resident, one of the first people that I got introduced when I started working out here, and you're a staple in the Grove. Tell us a little bit about your origin story. I understand you had just started off with a table over on Commodore Street. Yep. Tell us a little bit about how you got started in the Grove.
Well, in 1985, I was a senior in high school at Miami Beach High School, and my grandfather's brother said, "Hey, why don't you sell some of my jewelry in the Grove?" And he helped me find a location, and that location happened to be in the parking lot of Monty Trainer's Village Inn.
Village Inn. Shout out to Monty Trainer.
Monty, love you.
We love Monty.
That's how long him and I have been friends.
Nice.
So I started there in January of '85. Still not graduated high school. I was on work release, and I would leave at, I guess not work release. What do you call it?
Work release? Were you in jail?
I was in high school. I was able to leave at noon and
like an internship.
And have a job. And I was one of the only people that worked for themselves. And I set up the first night, which was a Thursday afternoon, evening, and I sold like $500. I'm like, oh, I'm onto something. And it's been a roller coaster ever since.
A star was born.
I don't know about that.
I love it. Well, how long have you been in the Grove?
This is my 41st year.
41st
I
year.
opened up a store on Commodore Plaza. It was 300 and X number square feet. And that was in '86.
Tiny, 300 square feet?
Yeah.
And how big, where are you at right now?
3,300 square feet, the location.
That's quite an increase. Business must be good.
We work really hard, thank God.
No. Listen, the Grove is a very word of mouth neighborhood, right?
For
City
sure.
of Miami, and you always have a great reputation, and you're the best.
We try hard.
I can't say anything more. Okay, I want to expand a little bit on Coconut Grove, right? You've seen a lot of changes. It's probably gone from like a hippie village, and now we're getting billionaires moving in here and like a luxury hub. I mean, do you welcome the growth? What's your take on it?
I do welcome the growth. We had a very eclectic mix when I first opened. Yeah, it was before me. It was hippie, but we went through the cocaine cowboys era. Right. They were running all over. There were no nightclubs anywhere else in Miami aside from the Grove. So this is where the night action was. I used to stay up, have my store open until midnight on Fridays and Saturdays. I welcome the growth because everywhere else in Miami has grown up, and we were kind of lagging behind. Wynwood started, and we were ignored. Design District started, and we were ignored. In the last 10 years, we've started to get our big boy pants on and redevelop the Grove to what Miami wants and needs.
We've had a big resurgence, and there's a lot of things in the pipeline, I think, that are going to keep us getting bigger and better than ever. I think, the development here is a touchy subject as well. We've had, some of these staple businesses are going away, and we're making way for larger developments. Not too large, some of these we keep them within reason, right? But what's your feel on the development that's taking place in the Grove right now?
Look, our neighborhood is the residents that live around us in general, it's all luxury. Our shopping destinations 10, 15 years ago weren't luxury. We're now starting to match up. I'm fully supporting of all the buildings because I think there's a desire and a need for it. We live in the coolest city in the country, except for maybe Charleston.
Listen, Miami is the best. Coconut Grove is the gem down on the southern tip, right? And I've grown to love this place. It's an amazing neighborhood. The people have welcomed me. You have welcomed me. It's and I'm very grateful. So grateful to people like you who've worked their livelihood here in Coconut Grove, and we're looking for bigger and better things. Tell me a little something. Do you have? I want to get in more into your business, right? What are some? Do you have any cool stories or something, a piece that somebody's brought in to get reimagined or made from scratch, right? I know you do a lot of custom jewelry and things like that. Like, what are some cool pieces, and then what are some things that people might not know is available at H&H Jewelers?
Well, we are one of the few designers and jewelers in the country that actually make a majority of the jewelry we sell. I've started as of 2 years ago. We engrave inside every piece of jewelry that we make, USA, because nothing's made here anymore. I'm fortunate that after 40 years of designing and manufacturing jewelry, we've got a perfect formula for putting pieces together. Takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of hard work. We make it look easy, but every day we're designing and building for clients.
Well, I would think, you have designer jewelry, you have custom jewelry. To me, like a one-of-a-kind piece is way better than having some designer jewelry that anybody can replicate and have the same piece that you have to do something custom. Do your customers feel the same way? Like, are they looking for custom things?
Yes. Matter of fact, Sheila Cool, that owns the frame gallery on Bird Ave, right? She brought in one of her good clients. His mother had unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, and her favorite flower was a daisy. He's a professional man. He wears suits every day, and he wanted a daisy pin in memory of his mom. So I told him this was going to be a long project. Took us 6 months plus to make it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, actually even longer, 8 months. It's 18 karat white gold for all the daisy petals. There's a total of 309 diamonds hand set in all these pieces, and the center is yellow, intense fancy yellow diamonds. So that's a one-of-a-kind, sentimental heirloom.
Amazing. I wouldn't even think of something like that, right? That you can just say, hey, this is something that's near and dear to my mother, my father, whatever. We all lose people as we get. It's an inevitability of life, right? So it's nice to have something to remember them by. I wouldn't even have thought to go to a jeweler and have them imagine something and come up with something. So that's amazing. I love it. It's a beautiful story.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. All right, let's go to the insider's perspective. Where's a place that H likes to go for a date night or have a nice night on the town in Coconut Grove?
Well, my fiance, her favorite place,
Congratulations.
thank you, is Jaguar.
Can't go wrong with Jaguar.
Right. She went to UM 20 years ago, and every time we go out to dinner, we go there, and that's one of our go-tos. Now, I try to stay in the Grove and only in the Grove.
Love it. Thank you.
Whether it's buying my pants, whether it's eating in restaurants. I can't pick one. Achana's, Midori E.
A lot of good spots here. We've almost become like a eating hub here. It's beautiful. It's nice. Everybody has to eat. Everybody likes to go out and have a nice night on the town. So, it's a good thing for people to have, and then they can come by and get some jewelry after they've had a nice meal.
Amen.
All right. So we always finish off with our Grove 3. We're going to ask you a couple little questions. So, cafecito or cocktails?
Definitely cocktails.
Cocktails. All right. So that leads me to my next question. Where's a spot that H likes to go for cocktails?
I can't do one. If you want an amazing cocktail, Mr. C's upstairs with a view of heaven.
Can't beat it.
Now, if you want a beer, you got to go to my boy Lee's restaurant, Lee's bar.
We all love Lee.
The Barracuda.
Barracuda.
So
the Cuda is a good spot too.
And margaritas at Jaguar.
Got it. Listen, they got good food. They've got good drinks. Can't be beat. And last thing, this is a tricky one now. Coconut Grove. Give me a description in one word.
Magic.
Magic. I love it. Why do you say that?
There's no place like it. There really isn't. Definitely not in Florida.
No.
There's nothing like it. I mean, you can walk 4 blocks down to the bay. From my house on 22nd, I can walk 5 or 6 blocks down to Kennedy Park. Then you can go to a movie in Cocoa Walk. You can have whatever type of eclectic food you want here in the Grove. And it's just great people watching.
Agreed. Especially at Jaguar. You sit out front, that's the tip. Sit out front and just hang out, have a cocktail, have an appetizer, have some dinner, and just people watch. It's beautiful. H, thank you so much
Thanks for having me,
joining
Mark.
us. Yeah, we had a great time. We'll see you next time.